Alrighty, we're going live. We're going live. Let's see what happens. Here we go. That's it. So it's Friday night, and my belly's full. My belly is full of fat patties from Narawahia. One of the best burgers going round, in my opinion. And we're going to start at 9 o'clock. So this is just the pre-show here, just getting ready. I've got my cup of English breakfast tea on the go in front of me, ready to go. And yeah, we're looking forward to this. It's Friday night. It's been a good day, good weather. My lovely wife tells me that it's hopefully going to be pretty good for the weekend. So plans are to try and oops, I'm just getting ready. I've got the wrong one on. Never mind. Yeah, just getting ready. So yeah, didn't want to get your hopes up too much there, but yeah. So we're underway. So yeah, looking forward to a pretty fine weekend if I can, and yep. We'll see how that goes. Just want to get that microphone there just in the picture, just to get it all there. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I can see it moving around in my live. So yeah, so we're going to start flick over onto the Twitter, unless of course we get some comments, topics, anything you want really. Smash the like button. Please do that if you feel the need. If you want to smash something, don't throw don't throw a cup at your screen or anything. Smash the like button. That's the one. My voice is still failing a little bit. Bit of the effects of carrying on from COVID. Well, I hope it is. So yeah, occasionally get this little cough and bit of a wheeze, but yeah, I'm sure we can manage that. So yeah, how's your day been? What have you been up to? Has it been bloody marvelous like mine? Yep, been into work today. Finished up at 5ish. Achieved a few things. Talked to a few people. Organised a few bits and bobs. That sort of thing. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Even got to talk to a student today, which was pretty good for this time of year. But I guess there's more of that ahead as people start moving forward and seeing what happens. Let's see what happens. So yeah, we're moving up 8:58, almost just 2 minutes. So this is just getting ready for the show, and then yeah, we'll get started right on 9 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. I think are we 13 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time? I think we might be 13 hours ahead. 12 plus 1. Normally we're 12. In terms of our longitude, we're only 11 and a half hours ahead, but SIDE time, we went to the round 12. So yeah, we're always exactly 12 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. So it's January the 20th of January 2023. And here in New Zealand, we're the first to see the sun of each new day there. So, well, so we say. So It's 9 p.m. Let's get started. There's nobody in the chat, so we'll flick over to Twitter. And here's my Twitter feed, and we'll just click on there, making sure we're all good. And let's bring it to the top. Well, we'll go there for now. Hearing the 2 tickets. Okay, so as you can see there, there's a photograph of New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, who resigned or announced her resignation yesterday and will resign on the 7th of February, and then will continue as a electorate MP until April, thereby avoiding a by-election. And I think she also announced the election date for 2023. I haven't got a record of that there, but that was announced. So that's pretty much how it is. I'm doing a lot of ums here. My voice is failing me a little bit, still from the effects of COVID. Don't seem to be going away. As I take a breath in, it tickles the back of my throat and causes a bit of breathlessness, really, or it feels like that anyway. So David Farrar, DPF, he's a very much a National Party man, and he is their pollster for the National Party, and operates Kiwi Blog, and he is saying there that he's hearing that there will be 2 tickets or teams running for the leadership position, Chris Hipkins and Carmel Sepuloni versus Mr. Wood and Kiri Allen. If there was anybody that I wanted myself, not that I'm a fan of the Labour Party, but if there's anything that I wanted, I'd like to see Kiri Allen get the nod as leader, actually. Some people say she's inexperienced and hasn't been there long, but I think you only have to look maybe at Jacinda Ardern, that they were saying that about her 6 years ago under, as I recall, fairly similar sort of circumstances, where she took over the leadership of the party prior to the election, and then managed to get in. So that could be interesting. So that's who I'm not going to predict. I'm not going to predict who I think it will be. I don't actually know. I'm just prepared to wait and see. But who would I like it to be? I think Kiri Allen. Not and because I believe that she's from what I've seen, she's quite straight up. Says it how it is. Seems to be not too ideologically driven, and I think she will make a strong as a strong leader. I believe she's possibly been taken on some leadership roles in her previous life, previous experience, and I think that'll come to the fore. Probably a contrasting leadership style to Jacinda, and I'd like to see that. And really, what's the worst that can happen? They're leader for 9 months. It could be a bit of a poisonous chalice in some ways, but hey, take the challenge. Live by the sword, die by the sword sort of type situation is the way I would look at it. But I don't think that's probably, from a political point of view, the best answer. Anyway, moving right on. Feel free to interrupt me at any time with your comments. It would be interesting if I actually had someone in my life, but I'm getting better. I feel I'm getting better and better at my delivery, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going until I stop. Oh, macaroni cheese hack. What's your macaroni cheese hack? That little something extra that makes it next level, a particular cheese or other ingredient. Do not say peas. Ah, right. Um, right. Okay. The macaroni cheese. I I don't know whether is it a macaroni cheese. I'm a big fan of a bread crust, like a breadcrumbs topping with sliced tomato on top of it, and the sliced tomato is grilled into the breadcrumbs. It intensifies the taste of the tomatoes. Even better if you put a little bit of salt on the tomatoes, and it intensifies the taste of the tomatoes, and that taste gets soaked into the breadcrumbs and then combines with the mac and cheese. So that would be my pick for that one. Yeah, probably no one will agree with me on that. Oh, here's Maury Abraham again. Simon Simon Wilson here is, did the champion of kindness become the most? How did the champion of kindness become the most? What we've lost with the undoing of Jacinda Ardern. Interesting take on it. It'll be interesting to see what actually comes out of this after all the event. You know, I think people are trying to assume or know why she resigned and why she did. I mean, my feeling is that, as I see it, there's only a couple of, obviously, a possible one is that she achieved everything that she wanted to and finished up, or she didn't achieve everything that she wanted to and couldn't see that she could. So she moved on. Whatever, you know, the thing, there are reasons, but I think that's politics, and obviously, um, it's done. Whereas some people have tried to go for a longer time to sort of bed things in and what have you, and it just didn't work out for her. So she's cut her losses and moved on, which is, I mean, you've got to admire someone for making a decision along those lines. It's always hard to leave. I've always, in my huge life experience, I've always found it difficult to leave a workplace, and usually I always try to have a good reason, for leaving, um, and yeah, sometimes I've got to, you know, delude myself that that's the real reason. But I always try to make a reason, an amicable reason that I don't try and burn any bridges. Just sort of give a good reason and move on and hope everyone accepts it. But sometimes it's not always. There's sometimes that's not the whole story. So we'll see. Okay. All right. Okay, Cam Slater, I know, is yeah, he's a political animal, I guess, and not a big fan of Jacinda, so not unexpected. Um, but he does give another perspective on the side of things, one that possibly most people don't agree with, but hey, right. Mm, yes. Um, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Again, along the same lines. Um, yeah, who will know? But it is politics after all, and while yeah, hate and vitriol and all that shouldn't be there, they are there because it's in the human condition, and some people are able to deal with it, some aren't, and some get out. So that's the decision that's been made. Um, Hillary Clinton. Um, um, yeah. Hmm. So yes, looks like everybody's having their chance to have a say. What should I do if I also have nothing in the tank? Hmm. Change, move on. Obviously, there's some polarization there. Um, yeah. Poor old Joe Moore. Joe Moyer. Everybody is saying, apparently, I don't know, I get the gist that she wasn't there or she was on holiday. And usually has the tweet that someone's a Gomburger. But anyway, everyone's, here she is with her tweet. A little bit of humour. I have explained to the millennial that most Gen Xers moved out before we could afford furniture, so we stacked plastic milk crates to make our furniture and then just replaced each thing with used or cheap as we could. Back me up, fam. This is a thing, right? Okay. Not a single human on earth sincerely believes that this person is a woman. Oh my God. Bodyworks. Hmm. That's one whole debate. I'm not really. All right. Mm-hmm. Just when you already think you've seen the most deluded narcissist possible, someone tops it and the carnival rages on. Okay. Rangi Kamara. Te Rangi Kaifira. Kaifra. Firia. Okay. The New Zealand Aotearoa debate. Hmm. The whole misogyny thing does seem to be one of the key issues. Um, yeah. I suppose, yeah, I would say that, uh, being a man. But, interesting concept, I guess. Everyone uses Chrome. Hmm. Okay. Moving right along. How are we going? 21 minutes in. Um, and oh, I can't see anyone at my live. So, yeah, feel free to interrupt me at any time. I'll just move on. Okay, I've seen that one before. It's all Jacinda by the look of it. A legacy at a time the world suffered a glut of boorish, buff-headed alpha male leaders swinging their dicks. She consistently showed compassion and humanity in often orphan circumstances. Wish there were more on the world stage like her. Hmm, intriguing. It was a leadership style that she promoted. I guess, um, yeah, it's ultimately hasn't worked for her, I guess. So, I don't quite know. Um, there, what where you can go from there. I mean, that's obviously a position um, that you take, and well, there's no going back either way from it, really. Um, I think politics evolves, and it is a beast, and you've got to do the best with what you've got. Plush perks Ardern and her family can expect after her resignation. Well, yeah, everyone. Everyone's going to explore everything. So, if you don't like it, don't read it. Last year, Kieran Reid scored 80, and this year, 311. Send him to India. If nothing else, today's news has offered up multiple reminders of the utterly fantastical basis of much of the Ardern hating. It's an information crisis. Yeah. Sort of become a sport, I guess. Yeah. These days, people put hurty words on social media, and apparently that's just dreadful. Back in her day, she hurled paint at people and spat in their faces, all because she disagreed with them. She really needs to be quiet and go crawl back up. Uh, yes, he often brings up the some of the tactics that um, Helen and oh the previous Auckland Mayor Goff and things like that did to the soldiers returning from Vietnam and during the 1980 Springbok things. Um, yeah, it is a. Hmm. currently, I don't think too many people's memories are that long. Oh, here's this amazing razor that'll shave the hairs off your chinny chin chin. Oh, here's Simon Wilson again. How did the champion of kindness become the most divisive leader in our history? Hmm. Mint in the salad is the smell of summer to me. I have to agree. Definitely have to agree with that. Yep, it certainly is. Mint sauce on lamb chops is one of my all-time favorites. You cannot beat that. Summer. Dairyman. He's on a trip up north. Been a long time since I've seen an honesty box, albeit with 3 security cameras. Where's that? Honesty box. Yeah. Rebel News. Tony Blair, former UK PM, suggests a worldwide digital infrastructure. You need to know who's been vaccinated. Mm. You may or may not agree with all of this, but this is how a serious commentator writes an opinion piece about the impact and legacy of a leader by looking at the facts, applying critical analysis, and weighing the good and the bad. Josie Pagani. Yeah, she's a quite a yeah reasonable commentator, in my opinion. She deserves full credit for making the tough call and extra credit for doing the right thing once she knew her heart was no longer in it. But for everything accomplished, we must weigh what wasn't. Yeah, I think that's. I don't disagree with any of that. I agree with most of that. I think that's fair. And that's about where I sit, I think, on the whole thing. My Sharesies account has now lost 32% and is worth considerably less than I have spent. If I'm typical of mum and dad investors, the country is in big, big trouble. Only until it goes up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, well, my wife and I, we've invested in property. Um, in early 1987, I was made redundant and received a sum of money, which I talked to a number of people about how to invest it, and I was advised to invest it in the share market and interest, loans, interest bearing loans and schemes and things like that, which I duly do and managed to get it all invested just before the share market crash. And so I found out how to make a small fortune on the stock market, and that is to start with a very large one. And so it was. Now, fortunately, um, at the time, it was money that I didn't need. It wasn't money that I needed. Obviously, if had I invested it wisely at the time, possibly in property, I would be significantly better off now than what I am. But I didn't. I took the advice at the time. So it's somewhat. I find it a little bit annoying that especially um, the vitriol and hate and things that's been addressed or pointed at landlords, mum and dad landlords and things like that. Whereas I chose after that experience to invest in property, and the suggestion that we should be investing in, the share market and all that. Once bitten, twice shy, sort of thing. I'm quite happy with property. I think it's a very good investment. It seems to double in value every 10 years, which is, that's keeping pace with inflation. That's with the, no capital gains tax and stuff like that. But, yeah, I think even if it did have that sort of tax, I think it's, in a sense, a sort of like like gold. Um, it doesn't sort of disappear. It's always there, and they're not making any more of it. So, yeah, that's my opinion on all that. So I would advise people to buy land. Land, yeah, not the. It's the land that has the value, not the buildings. Ultimately, the value of the land will exceed the value of any building that you build on it. Sort of roughly in most instances. All right. Why is the Maori caucus meeting before the Labour caucus? Are they separate entity? Why is there division? Okay. I think they can probably do whatever they like, but a trans woman is speaking out to the media and the British Columbia Human Rights Commission after a local women's gym in Parksville asked her to go to its co-ed facility. BC's Gender Equity Secretary Kelly expressed support for the gym goer. America has to have growth mindset for homes. We can build 5 million new homes a year. We should be. Building homes makes America stronger. Building homes makes us all a lot richer. Which is sort of what I've just been saying. But, yeah. Oh, we've got 3 people here. Somebody might be in the chat. Drop us a comment if you've got something you'd like me to cover, or feel free. That would be great. Might be a first. So all right. So what do we got here, Chris? Excellent article. Our amazing Hannah Claire Brimelow sat down with Elijah Schaefer to discuss her recent article on the Proud Boys J6 trial. Check it out. Yeah, Hannah Claire Brimelow from Timcast. Yeah, got quite an analytical, quite good stuff to say from what I've seen. So, yeah, a bit of an article there on the J6 trial. Alrighty, 3 watching. So, yeah, I'd love you to make a comment if you can. That would be awesome. Oh God. Oops. Here's Joe. What is he doing? Who is that? God, that man. Creepy. A different side of Japan. Alrighty. So, yep. We're coming up to what have we got? What's the time? 9:29. So 1 more minute to go. So last chance to make a comment if you want, or say hello. Yeah, I love it. So Damien Christie took my monkeys to see some monkeys at the Frida Kahlo exhibition. Her name keeps coming up, and was just impressed with the free Robin White one. Robin White, yes. Robin White was actually the art teacher at Mana College when I attended there in 1969, 70, 71. We didn't know it at the time, but yeah, it's quite a famous artist. Got a nice style, Robin White. So yeah, the boys were bemused to see the Kiribati series we have at home on the gallery wall. I think they thought someone had pinched ours. Yes, taking children to art galleries, always fun. One of my kids said, "Oh, I think I'll do that at kindergarten next week at Play Centre." So yeah. So it looks like well, we've got 3 people watching. So thank you to the 2 that are me. Bloody marvelous. Great to have you here. Okay. I think I'm going to finish it all up there. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Bloody marvelous.